The arena is all about fan experiences. Everybody gets to see what happens during a show, but they don't necessarily always see, what the artist sees. What is that experience like for them when they're coming in? And that's where 𝗔𝗿𝘁𝗆 came in.
Originally we started to do straight up caricatures with the big heads, but I decided to switch to just straight up realism rather than do the caricatures, which seems to have been was a good move,
Our back of house hallway was just painted in a institutional gray tan color, not really inviting. So we saw a lot of venues doing vinyl wraps that would welcome an artist, but that was for one day. We wanted to come up with something that would be here to stay for years to come. So the general manager at the time, his name was Brian Sipe, and I had this idea to take a look at doing murals.
And of course, when you start doing something, I think the first thing you think of, we'll do this, we'll execute this, and certainly think it's a one-off, or it's going to be maybe 2 or 3. And then we started to hear little by little that, people were having a good reaction to it. Never would have imagined that it would have evolved into what it has.
One of my first memories was of the show Newsboys. They came in, they saw the artwork, and immediately asked if they can get it on a t-shirt. They wanted it, they wanted to go out and sell this. The whole band signed it, they absolutely loved it. And at that point there, we were maybe 3 or 4 into these, and I just knew we hit a home run.
This is Barry Manilow. He's got sort of a looking up angle, which we'll have to capture that. Some nice lighting coming down on his face. So make sure we try to get the feel of the reference. So you're always thinking about improving the likeness every step of the way. And so, if you don't get it perfectly right away, you can still keep refining in the next phase. Pretty much on the finishing details. We've been going at this for about 4 days now, and it takes between 15, 20 hours or more.
When we get a chance to maybe see some of these artists after a show and get to witness them signing it, the questions always become, who did this? How awesome they are. I mean, just as recent as the Barry Manilow concert. They wanted to know who did it, does he work at the venue, can they meet him? I might have had 30 seconds to talk to the tour. 29 of those seconds were talking about the artwork.
And people, I think they really appreciate the effort of something being hand-drawn. And I hear that all day while I'm working. Are these hand-drawn? Are these hand-drawn? As people walk up and down the hallway. That it is hand-drawn, and people do feel the effort behind it. And that's a meaningful thing to them, and it feels like you've paid them personal attention.
So it's creating a legacy that it's becoming like a timeline of the building's history. And now 72 in, John's done a spectacular job, and there's 72 different memories that I have of the experiences that the artists have had and the ability to share that with the patrons of NEPA.